Welcome to the Rochester, New Hampshire History Podcast, a monthly show that will shine a light on a piece of history that has been all but forgotten.
On Spring Street, you will find Keay baseball field. The field was used in the 1940s. The solid thump of a wooden bat has been replaced by the ping of an aluminum bat, as the game of baseball is still played at Keay Field. Most everybody knows where Keay Field is, but not many know whom the baseball field is named after. The name Keay Field comes from a very generous man named Dr. Forrest Lincoln Keay. On September 16, 1948, Forrest Lincoln Keay donated the baseball field to the East Rochester Baseball Association. The official dedication of the baseball field was held with over 1,100 residents in attendance. At the dedication ceremonies, Forrest Keay said it would be a crime to have this parcel of land sold for houselots, as that would mean the end of baseball in East Rochester. He made it clear that the field should always be a ballpark. It was not to be used for a playground or anything that would interfere with baseball games. After a brief ceremony, umpires Zeb Jablonski and Frank Tug Shaw raised the American flag, and the band directed by J.E. Bilodeau played the Star-Spangled Banner. Speakers for that day included former Rochester Mayor Wesley Lyons. The East Rochester baseball team, managed by Merle Tibbetts, defeated Pat Green's Elaine City Club 6-3.
Dr. Forrest Lincoln Keay was an interesting man. He was born in Lynn, Mass. on April 1, 1865, the son of Frank and Relief Keay. Frank Keay supported his family by working in manufacturing shoes. By 1870, the Keay family moved to East Rochester, and Frank worked in a grocery store. Later, he worked in brick manufacturing in Lebanon, Maine. Forrest Keay was educated in Rochester school system, including the high school from which he graduated in 1883. After Forrest graduated high school, the Keay family moved to Hanover, New Hampshire. While in Hanover, the Keys operated a boarding house for Dartmouth college students, which included Forrest, who enrolled in Dartmouth in 1885. Forrest Keay excelled in college baseball, playing shortstop and second base. Forrest was a member of the 1887 championship team and was captain of the 1888 baseball team. He also was a member of the track and field team and won hurdle races and college meets. He was also a member of the newly organized Intercollegiate Association championship team in 1887, competing against Amherst, Brown, and Williams.
After graduating from Dartmouth College in 1888, he played professional baseball on the East Coast. In 1889, he played for the Auburn Yankees in the New York State League. He played several positions, including shortstop, center field, right field, and second base. He took part in 55 games with 245 at-bats, scoring 70 runs. He had 72 hits, which included 12 doubles and 2 triples. He had 28 stolen bases, and his batting average was a respectable .294. In addition, that year the Auburn Yankees won the State League title. In 1890, he played for 2 professional baseball teams, the Jersey City Jerseys and the Wilmington Blue Hens. He took part in 78 games with 330 at-bats, scoring 80 runs, collecting 90 hits, 4 doubles, and 1 triple. He also stole 46 bases, and his batting average was a respectable .273.
In 1891 and in 1892, he played 2 additional years of professional baseball in the New England League in Portland, Lewiston, Maine, and Brattleboro, Vermont. Not much information is available from the New England League. We do know that in 1891, he was the center fielder on the Portland team that won the league championship, and in 1892, he was the manager and captain of the Lewiston team. After the 1892 baseball season, he returned to Hanover and earned his medical degree from Dartmouth Medical College in 1893, after which he worked 1 year in the St. Elizabeth Hospital in Boston. He then set up a doctor's practice in East Rochester and married Lillian M. Quimbley on June 20th, 1895.
Forrest remained in East Rochester for 5.5 years, and then moved his practice to Rochester on 36 Wakefield Street. He was a very skilled doctor and was appointed medical referee for Strafford County. A medical referee dealt with the deceased and verified the deceased died from natural causes, and also to establish there was no indication of any crime. For example, on September 14, 1930, Dr. Keay was called to Dover to view the scene of the fatal accident that claimed the life of Ernest Johnson, aged 6 years, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Peter Johnson of 4 Paul Street, Dover. The child was run over by a Nash car owned and operated by Archie St. Lawrence. Dr. Keay pronounced the death due to an unavoidable accident. He was also a county physician for 8 years and served on the Rochester Board of Health. He was the overseer of the poor for the city of Rochester, served on the school board, and also attained the rank of 32nd degree Mason. Throughout his long life, the love of baseball stayed with Forrest. That is why 8 years before he died, he gave a baseball field to a city he also loved.
In May of 1956, he passed away at the age of 91.
This ends the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please email bobgriffinpodcast@gmail.com. Come back next month for another episode of Rochester, New Hampshire History.